Hello, hello, hello again, and welcome to Mariontrainer Live. As we step into February, a month often draped in the theme of love. Let's pivot from the focus inward to the heart of self-love and personal empowerment. And also with the support of onboard101.com/Mariontrainer, IdentityIQ, Pink Lotus, and the Mariontrainer Healthy Family Recipe eBook, we're embarking on a transformative journey together. All right, let's get started. Let's get it going. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. And again, I hope you, as always, I hope you've had a great week. And I hope you guys have done everything that you were supposed to do and needed to do. Stayed warm. We had some decent weather this week. A little chilly at night. It's like that little California type weather. But anyway, a little warm during the day, a little chilly at night. But anyway, we can get back to the matter at hand. And I'm very happy to be back here to give you another great show. And again, understanding self-love. So self-love begins with recognizing and appreciating our inherent worth. It is the quiet morning moments where we choose to focus on our strengths rather than our shortcomings. It's about acknowledging our efforts and understanding that perfection isn't the goal, but progress is. And when I say that, let's not, everybody's always doing this, self-defeating. You give someone a compliment and they'll say, "Oh, you think so?" Let's try to practice that, like some self-love for yourself. Believe in you. If you can pay compliments to everyone else, why can't you pay a compliment to yourself? So let's talk about like the physical pillars of self-love. Our bodies are our homes, deserving of care and respect. So imagine integrating short daily exercises into your routine, turning movement into a form of gratitude towards your body that isn't about achieving an ideal physique, but honoring your body's needs for activity, vitality, and a principle at the core, like onboard101.com/Mariontrainer's philosophy. And our philosophy is you must educate to participate. And there's so many things that goes into self-love. The next one we're going to talk about, because right now we're talking about just like educating yourself, especially when it comes to your body and taking care of yourself. We're going to talk about our emotional, mental well-being. And we hear a lot of stuff about that these days. Your emotional and mental well-being, it has to be nurtured. And nurturing our mental and emotional well-being is a critical aspect of self-love. It could be as simple as dedicating a few minutes each day to mindfulness or seeking community support during challenging times. And resources like Pink Lotus, ladies, you do not have to suffer in silence. They exemplify how connecting with others and can fortify an emotional resilience. Self-love through nutrition. That's another one. And feeding our body nutritious and wholesome food, it is a profound act of self-love. So picture the process of preparing a meal, like with care, love, choosing ingredients that not only satisfy your hunger, but also nourish your body and your soul. Much like the recipes found in the Mariontrainer Healthy Family Recipe eBook. So we got a whole thing about, self-love and, showing yourself some care through, first we're going to talk about educate to participate. Then we talked about healthy eating. And it can be good. It does not have to be bad. And you got to you got to want to love yourself enough to treat yourself enough. And the next thing we're going to talk about is, building a supportive environment. You have to create a supportive environment. It is essential for fostering self-love. And this might mean decluttering your living space. Stuff simple as that. Managing your finances to reduce stress. Or surrounding yourself with positive influences. So tools like IdentityIQ can play a significant role in ensuring a sense of security and peace of mind. I know it did for me. And we get back to, the matter at hand of self-love, because a lot of times it can be taken out of context. It can be, oh, you're arrogant or you're full of yourself. But why does it have to be that for you to take care of yourself? If you want to love yourself enough, why not? Why not give yourself the ingredients, the tools necessary for you to feel good about you? And if anybody else is asking you to, humble yourself, why does the word humble or has to come into play if someone chooses to love themselves? If you choose to want to love yourself enough, and remember the word I'm saying, love yourself enough to take yourself to the next level. Because if you love you, if you have some self-love for yourself, you're not going to have a problem loving someone else because you know how it feels and you know how you want to make someone else feel. But if you have a self-defeating attitude, I don't know how you could tell yourself in your mind that you have enough love for everyone else except for yourself. That does not make any sense. You don't have to put anybody down. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be rude to love yourself. And sometimes when you don't give yourself enough self-love, then it starts turning into self-hate. And especially if you meet someone who's negative and they're feeding that to you. That is the craziest thing ever to me. That you will allow someone to dictate your feelings about yourself and make you feel less than. Is that fair to your mental? It's not. That's why I'm here as Mariontrainer. I'm here to uplift, inspire, and motivate. Now let's grab hold to these words that I'm saying. Inspire, uplift, and motivate. Need you all, this is a little homework. Take a piece of paper and write down everything you like and love about yourself. And then on the other side of the paper, write what you don't like about yourself. And then after you write all that, then let's start working on it. So everything that you need to work on, you can put on the left side because you've done it, and it will give you a sense of accomplishment, and it will give you more of an insight to yourself. Don't beat yourself up for what other people say or their actions towards you. You have to put yourself in a position to give yourself enough love so when you're dealing with anyone, whether it's your job, whether it's your spouse or significant other, you want to be able to look them in the eye and say, I care for you. I love you. And I love you enough because I love myself enough. Because if you're relying on someone else to provide all the love that you need, you're going to have a lot of sad days. You're going to have a lot of times where you question yourself. You're going to have a lot of times where you're thinking in your mind, like, am I good enough? Is there anything else that I should do? Or maybe I'm just not worth it. It's a lot of self-beating up. That's a lot of taking yourself through some unnecessary changes, which is why we have so much depression, why we have so much sadness, because nobody thinks enough of themselves to love themselves. And that's what self-love is about. That's along the lines of having more confidence, building confidence, believing in your abilities, and most of all, taking yourself and just sometimes you just gotta reel it in and say, what do I need to do to work on me? What do I need to do to be a better me, to be a better person, to be a better husband, to be a better boyfriend, a better girlfriend, a better friend? What do I need to do? Because once you start putting those things into perspective about yourself, the people who surround you, they're going to feel it. They're going to see it. But you can't go around here talking about you love everybody else so much and don't love yourself. That makes absolutely no sense. Love yourself enough to put yourself first. Love yourself enough to be kind to others because you know you are kind to yourself. Love yourself enough to be able to put yourself in a position that I want to win. I want to feel like a winner. I want to do things that make me feel like I can go to the next level. Because when you do those things, you feel so much better about yourself when you wake up in the mornings. You feel so much better about yourself when you're going about your day. But you cannot do that if you don't have some self-love about yourself. Work on you. I worked on me. Even I had to get worked on. So when you get to that part, I'm gonna tell you, it feels so awesome. And the term that I use, let your smile be your umbrella. Because when it rains with life issues, problems, you will save yourself from getting wet, overwhelmed. So you have to think in terms of, if I can be a better me, it's going to be better people who surround you, and it's going to be people who are going to be true. Because sometimes there's people out there that are addicted to so much self-hate that they spread it. They spread it like it's some kind of, some kind of drink you need to have, some kind of feeling you need to feel. But you need to feel good about yourself. When you're by yourself and you give yourself a smile, pat on the back, and say, I did the thing. I did that. I'm a better person. You can repeat this every day, in every way. I get better and better. Repeat that several times a day. It'll manifest itself. I'm not only speaking just to be speaking, I'm speaking from experience. I have been through it, whether it be car accident, kidney transplant, having troubles, being in trouble, just the litany of things that could happen. It can happen. But that does not have to be the end of your story. Let your story be your glory. And you'll see how much better you feel when you start working on yourself and giving yourself some self-love. That's all we want. That's all anybody wants. And sometimes it's just so hard to get because it's who you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with a lot of negative people, where you're going to get a lot of negative feedback. Am I good enough? Does this look good? Or does that look good? You're going to be holding yourself to someone else's opinion. And that's just what that is, their opinion. Now, my call to action to you all is, before we conclude our journey today, remember, self-love is a multifaceted endeavor involving mindful actions, physical care, emotional support, nutritious eating, and a nurturing environment. Let's take this month, the rest of this month of February, to commit acts of self-love that resonates with us personally. And for guidance and resources, head over to Mariontrainer.com. Embrace the journey of self-love and watch as it transforms your life, one act of kindness at a time. Y'all know how I do. If not you, then who? If not now, then when? Go over to, if you're on YouTube, smash that like button, share, and subscribe. If you're on LinkedIn, like it. Leave a comment. You're on Facebook, Mariontrainer, leave a like and a comment. I am trying to get out to so many people, because if you can just, for me, if I could just help one person to help someone else, and that someone else helps someone else, that's what we just did. We started a cycle, a great cycle of self-love. Y'all take care of yourselves. Most of all, take care of each other. And as you know how Mariontrainer do, I'll see you again with another great show. Take care.